Thanks very much for that, Dave. It sounded even better with a microphone. Next up, we'd like to invite social educator Sunniva Van, who's going to present on Ride to Learn.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and happy Pecha Kucha. My name is Sunniva, or Sunny. I'm still growing into Sunniva at the moment. I am a social educator with a program called Ride to Learn, which is part of the World Bicycle. So I'd like to start by talking about a perspective in counseling called the solution-focused approach. Now, I'm going to assume that everyone here has had their share of challenges. We've been walking along, headed to a bright, beautiful future with doors of opportunity open in front of us, when suddenly there's a wall. It's blocking our way. We're angry, and we stop here, and we don't know if we can go on. Or we can use this wall as an opportunity to grow. We can gather skills and build a ladder to get over this wall. These new skills, tools that we may never have considered had our path been smooth, are ours now. We don't have to turn to an expert any longer, but instead we can see ourselves as the experts. We discover that with our insights, that not only can we solve our own challenges, but also the big challenges, the worldwide challenges, the ones we face as global citizens. So with the socially focused approach, we want to bring this to education, my team and I at World Bicycle. We are a passionate team, tired of the conventional approaches to learning and education. So we've created our Adventure Learning Ride to Learn program. Adventure learning is a method of sharing knowledge, where explorers in the field bring real-life challenges to the classroom. Authentic experiences of the real expedition teach kids how to solve their own challenges. In short, these explorers are having an adventure on the students' behalf. For Ride to Learn, Nick and Christina from Edmonton are cycling around the world in hopes of empowering students to get involved in their education. As they cycle, they are looking for the stories behind everyday things like t-shirts, bicycles, and shoes, and are also looking into issues of human rights and environmental sustainability tied to making these products and getting them to us, like renewable resources, fair trade, and sweatshops. In short, we're hoping to get students to explore solutions to the world's challenges about sustainability. They'll get informed with this knowledge, create local change, and hopefully that'll have a global impact. In order to do this, we've partnered with a Canadian-based organization called Taking It Global. They're an organization that uses the power of online community to foster global education, social entrepreneurship, and civic engagement. With these tools, we've created a virtual classroom, an online environment where students can get together with other students all around the world and talk and share ideas. Most importantly, we want them to act as global citizens, to work together to solve the shared challenges. If this is sounding a bit abstract, let's use an example from the field. Nick and Christina were just in Kyrgyzstan. This is the beautiful mountainous country that they were cycling in, pushing and pulling their bicycles up and down the hills and sharing chai tea with their guides. The problem with this beautiful surrounding is that because of the mountainous country, agriculture is almost impossible. Only 3% of the land is harvestable. So, only 3 main crops can be grown: wheat, corn, and as you can see on the screen here, cotton. It was the cotton in particular that caught the attention of our explorers as they discovered the story of where a t-shirt comes from. The Kyrgyz people use every last part of the plant. Not only do they sell the cotton fiber, but they also use it for animal food, for making excellent bread, and for dishwashing detergent. So, Nick and Christina took what they learned from the Kyrgyz people and paired it with another observation. In Kyrgyzstan, as well with every other country they've cycled through, plastic bottles have lined the routes. In the units we're writing in the virtual classroom, these two ideas are combined and presented to the students as a challenge. What if the same creative thought used in using all parts of the plant was used in dealing with this plastic bottle problem? It's connections like these that we are teaching kids to make for themselves when faced with global and local issues. To help them get started, we've given the students a collection of resources, like photographs, fact sheets, games, and activities. Then we encourage them to pair themselves with another child or youth in the virtual classroom from around the world and come up with a new solution on how plastic waste can be imagined into something of value and use. Can they innovate a solution that's both fun and courageous? Once they have their solution, they're encouraged to take it local, to share it with local stakeholders and the government, and then move all their ideas into the virtual classroom to inspire their peers and future projects. Another example, when Nick and Christina were cycling through Holland, the land of ingenuity and bicycles, they met a man named Christian from Oat Shoes. Oat makes sustainable shoes that connect the wearer to their shoes and to nature in a really intuitive way. Not only are Oat shoes biodegradable, but they also sprout flowers once they start to biodegrade from a seed package in the tongue of the shoe. So not only are they easy to throw out, but you can feel good about it too. Now, since regular shoes take about 1,000 years to degrade, we offer students another challenge, a guerrilla art adventure. They transform all the knowledge they've accumulated throughout their unit into a covert art mission and share that knowledge with the general public. In a few steps, they produce art from garbage and learn to recognize the difference, or lack thereof, between the two. First, they take worn-out shoes and decorate them. Then they fill those with soil and use them as planters for bright native plants. Those shoes are then hidden all around the village, left with a note from the students to passers-by, asking them where they think their shoes came from and where they go when they're done. One message, a little art, a little garbage, and these students become secret agents of catalytic change. With projects like these and students' own innovation and imagination, we encourage them to think like no one else. They share ideas and opinions with their peers from around the world. They are taught that their potential is unlimited and that their thoughts and actions can create real, positive, and lasting change. Although at their school desks in, say, Edmonton, their voices will be heard in places like Europe and Africa and South America, as we ask of them, what can you give to the world? We at World Bicycle believe that education should be fun, but we're also here to turn students, people facing difficulties, and people fighting the good fight for the environment and for human rights into collaborators for our shared, sustainable future. If you're interested, please visit us at worldbicycle.info or on Facebook. Thank you.